just to help protect each other from predators. They'll kind of back up against each other, and then some will sleep while others stay awake, and then they'll just swap off and on with each other, sleeping and staying awake to help keep them safe. I do see some trees that have fallen over here. I don't think they've fallen. I think they've been pushed over, which must mean we're getting close to elephant country. Now, elephants, they do eat off of limbs and leaves off of trees, and if they can't reach one that they're just absolutely wanting, they will knock the whole thing over. Now, elephants, the males typically will be on their own or travel in a bachelor group, while the females and the babies will stick together. Now, on the left-hand side, back towards the rock wall there are some mandrills. You see one sitting right over here? Now, mandrills are the world's largest monkeys, and the average male can weigh up to 100 pounds.
Take a picture of the elephant.
Right there.
We're taking a video of it.
Now, elephants, they are endangered animals, and over in Kenya, they were being harmed by the locals. The locals were harming them because the elephants kept getting into their crops and destroying their lands. So with the help of Disney's Conservation Fund and researchers, they found out the elephants are very afraid of bees. So the researchers got with the locals to help put beehives up around the locals' crops, and this kept the elephants out. So the locals got to keep their crops, they got to make an extra profit off of that honey, and the elephants get to stay safe. It's a win-win for everyone. Now, I do see some tusk marks here in this red clay. Now, elephants, they'll rub their tusk up against the clay and then eat it to help get extra minerals that they don't get in their normal diet. Have those cameras ready on your right hand side. There is going to be a giraffe closer to the truck. There's a juvenile giraffe as well. There's another one. Oh, that would make a pretty picture. Look, there's a rainbow. Now, giraffes, they'll spend about 20 hours a day eating. And then they'll spend about 30 minutes a day napping on and off. And they typically will stand up while they're napping, just in case if they need to get away from their predators, they can do so really quickly. Now, these animals here on the left-hand side as we come around, these are Patterson's eland.
Ducks. Oh, look. Here, look.
Now, that darker gray one right there in the bushes, that's the male. He stands at about 6 foot tall from the shoulder. Now, on the island here, these are greater flamingo. They are the largest of the flamingo species. They stand at about 5 feet tall. On the right hand side, those are springbok. Now, springbok, they get their name from their ability to jump 9 feet in the air, standing still, and they can spring forward 14 feet.
Oh, look at the one on the road.
That was just one on the road randomly. Sea lions as well.
Now, that big mud pit on your left-hand side, white rhinos will hang out in that mud pit sometimes. They'll roll around in it to help coat their skin. There's a rhino there standing in the trees on the right-hand side. Now, that's a white rhino, and that's one of the ones that will roll around in that mud. It helps act as a sunblock to protect their skin from the sun. Now, white rhinos can weigh up to 5,000 pounds fully grown. They are bigger than that black rhino that we did see earlier. Now, walking around back towards the back there, you can see a cheetah.
Cheetah, holy.
We're going to go a little bit further up.
There's 3 of them. No, there's 1, 2, and there's another one back here.
There's 2 cheetahs. Now, cheetahs can go 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. While that is very fast, they can't keep those speeds for a really long time. They do tire out really quickly.
There's another one.
I like cheetahs.
There's another one. There's 3 of them. Now, cheetahs, they will do their hunting during the day. Alright, so this is Kopi Rock. Now, Kopi Rock, lions like to hang out here sometimes. I do see one laying on the rock on the left-hand side. I'm going to go around so you can see him a bit better. There's a bontebok on your right-hand side, back behind that bush there.
2 rhinos are back there too. Oh, there's the rhino. Oh, look at that lion.
Oh, look at the lion.
Alright, there's that bontebok. You can see if you look behind you.
Holy
cow.
Lisa, look.
Alright, and then there's that lion. Now, lions will sleep for about 20 hours a day. Although they may not be sleeping the whole time, they're usually resting. They want to make sure that they're well rested for their big hunt at night. The females will go out and do the hunting while the males stay back and watch the territory and the cubs.
Look. It's a male.
And there's a lioness as well.
Yeah.
Now, lions have this extra padding on their paws, and this helps with traction and to help keep them quiet. There's another one.
I'm gonna sit
Girls posting this on YouTube.
a video.
No, she's going to.
Yep. I gotta make some videos while I'm here to add.
Are you recording now?
Yeah.
Alright, now standing on the hill over there, they kind of blend in with the bushes a little bit. Those are water bugs. Now, water bugs drink a really, really large amount of water. Their coat gives off a greasy texture, so it kind of makes their coat